So my topic is brain-based learning. What is brain research? Our brain pays more attention to stimuli and events that are accompanied by emotions. How we feel about a learning situation often affects attention and memory more quickly than what we think about it. What does this mean for education? Brain-based education uses research in neuroscience on how the brain works to gain an understanding of how students learn and develop in a classroom. Brain research, the beginning. Howard Gardner's frames of mind, the theory of multiple intelligences, taught educators to appreciate the connections the brain has with learning. Made the claim that all eight intelligences have psychological locations in the brain. Sparked interest in the new field of brain-based learning. Where does the research come from? Neurologists, biologists, psychologists, educators, and physicians. Clearly, the door is now open. Educators and neuroscientists from around the world need to continue working together to bring education the findings from neurosciences that are the most relevant and applicable to teachers. More about brain research. Brain research deals with classroom relevant concerns, such as sensory perceptions, attention, memory, and how emotions affect learning. Emotions influence our ability to learn. Teachers are most likely to gain and keep the attention of students when they engage students' brain-based emotional systems in a challenging yet non-intrusive manner. How the brain works. Principles of brain-based learning. The brain is a parallel processor. It can perform many tasks simultaneously, thinking, feeling, etc. Learning engages the entire psychology, mind, body, etc. The brain naturally searches for meaning. The research for meaning occurs through patterning. The brain is designed to generate patterns, and it often discards meaningless patterns imposed upon it. Emotions are critical to patterns. They play an important role in making decisions. The brain processes parts and whole simultaneously. The left and right hemispheres have different functions, but they are designed to work together. Learning involves both focused attention and peripheral perceptions. People pay attention to various parts of their environment. Learning often involves conscious and unconscious processes. We have at least two different types of memory, spatial and rote learning. Learning is developmental. Children and their brains benefit from enriched home and school environments. Learning is enhanced by challenge and inhibited by threat. Application: whole brain teaching. Chris Biffle, whole brain teaching for challenging kids. Big Seven, 7 powerful teaching techniques. And here are examples. Big Seven. The first is class yes. Attention getter stimulates the prefrontal cortex, which controls decision making, planning, and focus of attention. The second is teach okay. A teacher speaks briefly before asking students to rehearse lesson with each other. Stimulates the visual cortex, seeing gestures, motor cortex making gestures, Broca's area verbalizing, Wernicke's area hearing, and the limbic system emotions. Big Seven. The third is the 5 classroom rules, create orderly behavior. The fourth is the scoreboard, fast, engaging, and cheap motivational tool, deals with the emotional center of the brain. The fifth is hands and eyes, used when teacher wants to make an important point, creates immediate silence, and removes all distractions. The sixth is switch, allows talkers and passive listeners to switch roles. The seventh is mirror. Student mimic gestures and activities of the teacher. When a class mirrors our gestures and when appropriate repeats our words, a powerful bond is created as the teacher and students' visual and motor cortex engage each other. So, MBE, mind brain education. Test questions show built on both hemispheres of the brain as well as various systems simultaneously. The left brain deals with text content, while the right brain puts the text in context. Emotions. Make the testing environment comfortable. Reduce distractions, reduce anxiety and stress, draw on positive emotions. Diverse learners. Special education students and English language learners. Learning styles. Students learn more in a shorter amount of time when teachers know how to access students' individual learning styles, noise, light, social structure, etc. Reflective teaching. Students learn by reviewing and reflecting on their work, not just completing it. Examples, keeping journals, preparing portfolios. Wait time. Students need time to individually process what they have learned. Encourage time for processing rather than asking for immediate answers. And what about English language learners? The brain responds well to social engagements. Cooperative learning, games, and oral strategies help ILC talk and interact to improve learning. The brain builds on prior learning and experiences when it encounters new information. Our past experiences and memories are linked to emotions. It is important to stimulate both hemispheres of the brain so that ELE students can build meaningful learning that is both analytical and creative. ELE students must be given strategies and instruction on their metacognition and how to self-assess. Professional development. Feedback fuels learning. The need to be valued is a potent emotional force. Feedback should be timely and specific. Evoke positive emotions. Your PD should be challenging, creative, and motivating. Your PD should draw on topics your teachers are emotionally invested in. What about past experiences? Teachers who viewed past experience with PD as worthwhile are more likely to accept new PD strategies. Doing, not telling. Allow teachers to actively participate in demonstrations. Pros and cons, what the experts say about my topic, brain-based learning. What about pros? Brain-based learning research affirms that although all students can learn, each brain is unique and each student has his or her own preferred learning style. The knowledge of how students pay attention, take in new info, process the information, and then store knowledge in memory is crucial for teachers. What about cons? Although our knowledge of brain functions on many levels continues to grow impressively, we are still limited in our ability to fully comprehend this complex organ and should be wary of overselling applications of brain research in classrooms. So, thank you.